Hi, I'm June Jackson with Mindful Integration, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to explain this video. It's not a short, quick little 5-minute thing. It's a long video, but you can watch it a couple of different ways. You can be very engaged. You can be sitting in a chair, facing the screen with a pen and a paper, and you can actively go through the exercises as we're guiding. We had a large group. We had 13 people present. Just due to confidentiality purposes, we're not showing the participants. However, if you want to join our Tools for Change group, the link will be below, and then that way you would have an opportunity to attend a live meeting like this and meet some of the other people and hear some of the personal sharings, as that is one of the most important things of doing this type of work together in a group, is to be able to hear each other share after we've gone through this exercise. So you can relax, you can lay down, you can close your eyes. You don't need to be writing at all. You can kind of gently go through the exercises, or you can just listen to it and let yourself float, let your awareness come in and out as you're listening, because there's a lot of Shaktipat being transmitted. There's a lot of spiritual energy being transmitted in this video. We're looking at non-dual realization. We're looking at abiding in pure presence and the obstacles that are getting in the way of that. So this exercise is showing the tools, a little bit about the tools that we use at Mindful Integration in order to help clear out these obstacles so that you can reside in a place of non-dual awareness. If you don't have time to look at this video right now because it is a little longer, why don't you just subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up and stay tuned. Thanks. Okay, welcome everybody to the Tools for Change meeting. It's so great to see everybody today. So let's get started.
All right, so I just invite everybody to close your eyes if you want to. I'm just going to get us into more of a state of being really present right where we are, and I'm just going to start some music here. All right, go ahead and just relax into wherever you're sitting, letting that totally support you. Just relaxing your body, relaxing your shoulders, your jaw, your hips, your eyebrows. Just being really present right here, right now. Following the breath as it goes in and out of the body. Noticing how the belly rises as you inhale and how it relaxes as you exhale. And in fact, you can take some slow, deep breaths in and out for a few minutes. In and out. Just breathing in for the count of 4. Breathing out for the count of 6. Just kind of following your breath here for a minute. Noticing your breath, taking some deep breaths in and out. Just feeling the tingling inside of you, within your cells, within your breath. That energy that's always present. The energy that's always here, always now, always you. You are that mindfulness. You are that awareness in each and every moment. Just relaxing into that. Relaxing into that knowingness. Letting yourself settle even more into this now moment. And if you get distracted, just come back to your breath. Come back to where you're sitting. If any distractions come into your mind, just let them pass, let them go, and again, come back right where you are. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to be except right where you are in each every moment, right here. Now take a moment feeling into your heart chakra, into your heart energy, letting that expand, breathing into that, and just breathing out gratitude into the world. Breathing into your heart chakra, breathing in the love, breathing out into the world your gratitude. Keep breathing into the heart, breathing out into the world. Now just feeling the energy of us together, feeling our hearts connected, each and every one of us right here, right now. Feeling the love that's already here. Feeling that beautiful energy. All right, give it over to you, June.
Beautiful. So let's rest in that. And this is our foundation always when we're using the tools to be very centered and grounded in this mindfulness. And so I'm going to start today with the idea that, yes, I am always grounded in mindfulness. And see if there's a no that comes up. Because, the thing is as long as, yes, I feel that I'm grounded in mindfulness, I'm aware of my true nature, I'm really feeling into my total presence and connected with all in the moment, then there's no need for any tools, right? There's no need for any tools as long as that's the place that I'm at. But let's see if there's a no so we can practice the tools. I can be grounded in this mindfulness always. So if there's a no, and you can have a sheet, you can make notes. If there's a no that you're hearing, we want to be with that. What is that no saying? Why can't I be grounded in this mindfulness at all times? Let that no arise. What is it saying? You can write that down. Let it speak, and also come into the body. If there's any kind of no, any kind of contraction, a constriction in the body, is there any energy? Is there any pain in the body? Want to go right to that. Go right to that pain, go right to that, any kind of energy that's saying, no, I'm not always grounded in mindfulness. Why not? Go to that. So we're going to bring in some energetic embrace around. If there's a sensation in the body, just notice, put that energetic embrace around that area in the body. Continue to breathe and see, what is this? What is this trying to say? this energy in the body, this contraction, this pain? What is it here for? Let it write it down. Write down what it has to say. This is the mirror ball. The mirror ball tool is helping us to really hear if there seems to be an objection to residing in our true nature. The mirror ball helps us identify specifically what this obstacle is saying, what this obstacle is doing. This obstacle could be a thought, a belief. It could be a program that tends to be running for us occasionally, or maybe all the time. It could be a default program that comes up. We might be This might be what if something's coming up for you right now, it might be something that is comes up typically when you're feeling contracted. So let's identify that, yeah, this is a common thing that arises when I think I'm being blocked, when it seems as if I'm blocked from my true nature. What is this saying? And we want to use mindfulness to hook into the observer here so that we're activating the observer. And notice how you can be resting in mindfulness and aware of something saying, no, this is not my permanent state, or I cannot achieve this. I cannot live from this place. So before we go to the flipping tool, let's just stay with this. I'm going to let Taz and Julie see if y'all have anything else to add while we're here. We're kind of just being with what's arising when it comes to the idea that I'm resting in my true nature always, right? So Taz, did you have anything you wanted to kind of
Yeah, if
bring?
you can, I'm just bringing in this statement again. I can easily rest in my true nature at all times, and just see if there's anything that is any resistance that comes up from that as well. I can easily rest in my true nature at all times. See what's coming up, write it down, looking at it, observing it, just being aware of whether it's a sentence or words or a visual or something in the body, just energetically embracing that, being with that. Letting it be here, not needing to change it, not needing it to go away. Thank you for being here. You're welcome to stay. It's okay. And noticing that you are that state of pure awareness right now, looking at all of it coming up. And take a deep breath in, letting it out. And do you want to add anything, Julie?
In my experience, the same thing may come back in a more subtle version. So I wrote the same that was painful only a few months ago. And now it's the same thing, but it's very, very subtle. So I have to really listen and just allow it to be here. And it brings more clarity. So there may not be any ending point to listening. I feel that's very, very open.
Very beautiful. So let's just, you notice how I can feel how everything is relaxing when acknowledging it, letting it speak, whether it's very intense or whether it's really subtle, because we're just opening up. We're just opening up to whatever this is that wants to arise right now and be seen and be held in an energetic embrace. So now we're going to use the flipping tool. So kind of, you know, take this story or this program, the main gist of what it is that's arising, and flip it. Say the opposite of it. And I guess if you need help, just raise your hand, but we want to flip that around. Maybe we could give a few examples if anybody needs it, but if not, just go ahead and write down the flip. And then after you've written it down, come back into mindfulness and say that to yourself, or you can say it out loud. We're all muted. Say that flipping statement out loud and then see what arises. And as Julie said, this is going to bring up another subtle layer of the same program. Flip it around and say it out loud, write it down, see what's coming up. So in a way, it's a refinement of the mirror ball. What we noticed when we did the active listening and the mirror ball, we're going to notice even a more subtle level of that when we flip it and see what response we're getting from the system.
Yeah, when you're looking at that, whatever's coming up for you with that, when you flip that, right? When you looked at that and things are coming up for you, what are you feeling something in the body? Is there other visuals that are coming up? Is there any sensations, any words, whatever that is, just letting that be here as well. So whatever resistance comes up, whatever sensations or whatever's coming up for you, just the whole point is just to let it be here. Welcoming it, actually loving that it's here, just being present with it.
Yeah, and even if it's a no, even if it's a no,
Mm-hmm.
we're allowing that no, allow that no to express. And that kind of gets us to the function to why not? So when I flip it around and I'm getting a no, we're holding it, we're allowing that no, let that no speak, and then ask, why not? Why is this not true, this flipping statement? Because what would happen if this were true?
I feel that's where we get into the feeling more.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what to add, but I feel that when I flip the statement, then the feeling comes up.
Yes. Because we're getting a little deeper into it. So what feelings are coming up, right? What am I feeling about this? We can even identify the feeling and just really feel it as well.
And then you can say, I can fully feel this. right now and see if there's resistance to the feeling. I can fully feel this anger. I can fully feel this sadness, this hurt, and see if you have even resistance to that feeling. And if there is, just being with that resistance, that no, I can't feel that. And if there is a no, if there is a I can't, wherever you're feeling that in your body, just kind of repeat that. No, I can't feel it. I can't. Just kind of repeating that to wherever you may be feeling that in the body. And if you are able to feel it, repeating that into wherever you feel it in the body. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. Wherever that strong sensation is in the body, just repeating that. I'm hurt, I'm afraid, I'm angry, whatever that is. Just repeating that, and also remembering you are in the space of mindfulness, spaciousness, right here, right now. If you have to take a couple of deep breaths in and out, you can do that. But just know that you can do this while being present right here in awareness.
Yes, I think that's something we might have an unconscious assumption that I can either be resting in my true nature or I can be caught up in my programming or caught up in my emotions, and I can't do both at once. I can't be resting in presence and honoring a no, or honoring anger, or honoring uh, whatever's coming up. So this practice is about noticing, yes, all of that can be happening at the same time.
And if you're having difficulties, just raise your hand. We can help you through that.
So let's come back to the main story that's running, the main story that is um, still here. If you flipped it, it's still saying no. Why not? What would happen? Fully feeling this. And where did this originate? Let's go back and see, where did this originate? Is there a younger part of me that I can see right now that may have been feeling like this, that may have had this belief or this thought or this challenge? And so, yeah, so in this space, let's let that younger part of ourselves come in. We can all let all of our younger parts come in. If there's a part that wants to be here in the space, we can allow that.
Yeah, just really connecting with that energy of that younger self right now, that vibration, and letting that younger self speak to you right now. What does your younger self want to say to you? Letting them speak to you and you just listening. They can say whatever they want. There's no filters here. Just let it out. And holding this all in a space of awareness, taking a couple deep breaths in and out. And is there any like intense emotions that your younger self has? They want to express, that's fine. Something they weren't able to express before, they can do now. This is why we're all here.
And see if the current adult can be present with the younger self. So we're resting in awareness as an observer, noticing how the current adult can be with that younger self. That way we can be here with one another. The adult self can talk to the younger self. What does the younger self need to hear right now?
And even like June has done before, you can invite that younger self right into the space where you are, into your home. Just
Yeah.
inviting that younger self there. Come on in.
Or
You're welcome.
you can go to where the younger self is as well.
Hmm.
Either way, because sometimes the younger self has been kind of closed off in a space, and we didn't realize we had kind of shut her or him off. So sometimes it feels appropriate for the adult to actually go into her space or his space. Either bring her or him into your current space or go to them. Either way, right? And then, or sometimes the younger self might feel comfortable coming right into the group space with all of us. Sometimes not, though. So everything's allowed, everything is honored. If the younger self isn't feeling safe enough to be seen, that's okay. We're going to honor that. We're going to allow that.
And another question you can ask the younger self is, what do you need right now? And just listen, being aware of the needs. Just let your younger self speak to you. Taking that in.
That would be a great thing for everybody to share when we start going around.
Hmm.
What does your younger self need and want right now?
And then another question to ask is, what would make you feel better right now? Asking younger self, what is it that would make you feel better? And just see what comes up naturally. In this place of awareness, just see what's arising from your younger self.
So I like to start with just noticing the body, how it's supported already effortlessly. Noticing energy exactly as they are. Simply noticing without the need to change anything. Noticing thoughts, if they are active thoughts or a calm mind. Simply noticing that. And see if you can notice as well that the sound of my voice is registered effortlessly in awareness already. Any sounds appearing in your environment is already registered in awareness effortlessly. That there is already effortless awareness. Simply noticing how effortless. Hearing is already effortless. Feeling is already effortless. Breathing. And again, notice any sound in your environment, how effortlessly it is already registered effortlessly in awareness. And I like to contrast it with just engaging the mind about the sound. See if you can engage the mind just to feel the difference in efforting. And then again, notice how effortless awareness is already present. That we don't have to search, we don't have to find it, it's already here. And from that open awareness, it is from here that we can meet anything that is arising, anything that needs attending to. There's a gentleness in attending. Whatever is here is welcome.
So the statement is, I am always residing in effortless awareness. See if there's any no coming up from that. I can always be abiding in this effortless awareness. We're coming back. I'm re-triggering, from awareness. We can re-trigger back. See if there's a no. Now, the no might be getting subtle, but allow it. Write it down. Why can't I always be residing in this effortless space? And write that down. And come into the body again. See if there's a no. If not, that's beautiful. Just continue to rest and abide in this spaciousness. But kind of what we're doing is we're kind of digging. Like Julie said, this is a beautiful place to be when we're gently digging to see, is there a no? What is it? Write down the no. Let the no speak. Feel it. If it's in the body, drop right into it. Let it express itself fully. Sometimes something even more, powerful can come up at this point. So let it express. And so what is the function of this obstacle that's coming up right now to seemingly like cloud me from my pure state? Why do I need to believe this? What would happen if I didn't? And when did that originate? So we're just going back through again and see if there's more there.
And then once you know when that originated, just bringing in that younger self again, whatever age that is, that vibration here right now.
It might be the same one or it might be a different one. You know, we could, as we're digging a little bit deeper, we might find it's a different younger self than what came up earlier. It might be the same one.
Just letting that younger self speak to you, whatever it needs to say, just let them say it right here. Whatever naturally arises from them, just listening. That's all you're doing is just listening, being here present for the younger self.
Would you have a tool if there are many images? Like more than one, like many.
Yeah. If there's a lot of images, just kind of put up in front of you like a collage of all those images. Just noticing the space between you and all the images up there. Just looking at each one to the next, one to the next, just observing, just watching. You can even, if you have all those images up there, you can look at the space around it, just kind of circling it around the collage, just looking one way and then the other. You can actually breathe in all those images and then breathe out into the space around it. It's all kinds of different things you can use there. Do you have anything, Julie?
Yes, I can see many images of the instance where it originated, and it's most often the same one. So it's not the first time I've seen them, and it's okay to join again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it feels more subtle as I visited these more than once. It's interesting to see they still are arising gently, but still, yes, to allow them to be here. So I couldn't feel there was only one. On the first inquiry, there was only one, and then there are many.
Many, yeah.
Just allowing them to be all there.
So now you have that spaciousness, that awareness that you're able to bring in all those images at once. So you have that capability, that resilience to look at it all at once. That's what it seems like, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the fact that yes, and I usually am seeing the same younger selves. It's a couple of them. So we just want to point out that yeah, that would be normal if you're continuing to go back when you're doing this exercise and saying, when did this originate? And it's like, oh, there's that same scene. Yeah, that's beautiful. Let's just allow that. Okay. It's the same scene. It's my same younger self. Here we are again. I have noticed a tendency for people to say, I should have been over this by now. Why is this still coming up and stuff like that? So there's no, really, if that's coming up, write that down too. See, why do I need to believe that it's not okay to continue to visit this younger part of me?
Yeah, sometimes we get to a space where we may have more resistance when we dive deeper into that to that younger part of you again and again and again, right? So there may be more resistance at the end sometimes.
Yeah, especially if there's an idea that I should be done with this by now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the younger self, what would my younger self say about that if I said I should be done with this? She's saying, but I still have some needs. I still have some desires and some needs. So what are those? I think that would be a great thing to share.
Yeah, mine says I'm still afraid. I'm just afraid.
Yeah,
Yeah. Allowing the
yeah.
afraidness, allowing that just to be here.
Mine is saying it's too much. I'm overwhelmed. Yeah, and there is a fear there too. All of that has really, really relaxed. It's a very subtle. I can see this one part of myself, and I can definitely see how she was overwhelmed. But now I can bring her into this space and she's feeling much more relaxed.
Myself, when you mentioned the need, there was some sadness, and it's the I still need to be seen and heard. So it's, don't turn your back, don't close the door, don't.
Yes.
And the more the door is open, the more it's possible to be myself.
Cool. So that was the beautiful beginning of this group. We shared for an hour after that. So we spend 90 minutes at our Tools for Change meetings, which are free, but you do have to sign up for those. We went on to share with one another what had come up and offer support and continually to guide and use the tools with the participants. So thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel and tell your friends about it, anybody that might be interested in this. We are very happy to have you here, and see you later.